Hello dear students, so I welcome you all to my channel. So let us begin with the fresh chapter for the day, that is Complementary Angles, chapter number 25. Alright, so here in this chapter, first let us understand what is the meaning of complementary angles. Okay, so if the sum of two angles is one right angle or 90 degree, so if the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then one angle is said to be complementary of the other. Alright, for example, 25 degree and 65 degree. The sum of 25 and 65 is how much? It is exactly 90 degree. So that's why we can say that 25 and 65 are complementary to each other. Similarly, theta and 90 minus theta. Alright, so both of them, when I add them, I'll get exactly 90, right? Because theta and minus theta gets cancelled and only 90 will be left. So that means the sum of this and 90 minus theta is going to be 90 exactly. So that's why I can say that theta and 90 minus theta both are complementary angles. Alright, so in this chapter, the formula that we are going to use are given here. Alright, so we can say sin theta can be written as cos 90 minus theta, and cos theta can be written as sin 90 minus theta, or you can say sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. And similarly, tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, cosec 90 minus theta will be sec theta, and sec 90 minus theta is going to be cosec theta. Alright, so right now you may pause the video to note down the complementary angle formula. Okay, let's have a look at the first question. That is question number 4, sub number 4 of question number 1. Okay, so I have written the formula here so that it becomes easy for me to solve the sums. Alright, so I expect you to memorize all these 6 formulae. Okay, so we need to evaluate this part, right? So we have been given this one. Now, whenever this kind of question is there, so please mark my word. So whenever this kind of question is given, we need to find a pair of angle whose sum is going to be 90 degree. Alright, so after finding the pair, we need to change any one of them. Alright, so we need to change any one of them. For example, let us look at this part here. Alright, so here 55 and 35. So when they are added, we will get how much? We will get 90 degree. Alright, so we have to change any one of them. Either you can change this or this. Alright, so if you change 55, then 35 should not be changed. And if you change 35, then 55 should not be changed. Alright, so let's see what is happening here. So I have changed 55 here. Now can I write this 55 as 90 minus 35? Yes, definitely, because 90 minus 35 is also how much? It is 55, right? So cos 90 minus 35 and cos 55 both means the same. Now what is this cos 90 minus theta? So let us go to the formula. So here formula says cos 90 minus theta is how much? Sin theta, right? So if you compare this with this, what is the value of theta here? Theta turns out to be 35. So that's why cos 90 minus theta becomes sin theta, that is sin how much? Sin 35. Alright, so similarly let us see here as well. So here also, since you are changing 55, you can do the same out here as well. Alright, or if you want to change 35, that is also fine. So here I have changed 35, and 35 can be written as 90 minus 55. Alright, so here we get cot 90 minus 55 is cot 35 itself, right? So if you compare this with the formula, then we have cot 90 minus theta here, right? So cot 90 minus theta can be written as tan theta. And what is the value of theta here? Theta is 55. So that's why from here, as I said, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So here we have sin theta, that is theta is how much? 35 degree. Alright, and here cot 90 minus theta, according to the formula, cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. So this becomes tan theta. Theta is 55. So here it becomes tan 55. Now sin 35 by sin 35 is 1, right? So both of them gets cancelled. Tan 55 and tan 55 also gets cancelled. So we get 1 plus 1 out here, right? So what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is 2. So my answer for this will be how much? It will be exactly 2. Alright, so you may pause the video to note down. Okay, now let's have a look at the next question. That is the sixth question. So according to question, it is given that sec squared 18 degree minus cosec squared 72 degree. Now here we see that the only two angles given is 18 degree and 72 degree, right? And we know that the sum of 72 and 18 will be how much? It will be exactly 90 degree. All right, so that's why you need to just change any one of them. If you change 18, then 72 will be kept as it is, and if you change 72 degree, then you have to keep 18 degree as it is. All right, so we need to evaluate this here. Now let me change 18 degree here. All right, so if this 18 can be written as 90 minus 72, right? Because 90 minus 72 is also 18, and since we have got square here, so we have got square from outside. All right, and as I said, if you change any one of them, then the other one has to be kept as it is. So 72 is kept as it is here. All right, now what is sec 90 minus theta? Let us see which sec 90 minus theta. So here at last we have sec 90 minus theta to be cosec theta. So that's why this can be written as cosec theta. And how much is theta? Theta is 72. So this whole thing means cosec 72 degree. All right, so here we have got square as well, so that's why this can be written as cosec square 72 degree minus we have got cosec square 72 degree again, so this minus this becomes again 0. So my value for this particular quantity is going to be 0. All right, so you may pause the video to note down. Okay, so the next one is pretty simple and it is direct. Okay, so we need to evaluate this. So this can be written as, see, this is sine 90 minus theta, right? So sine 90 minus theta is how much? This is cos theta. So that's why instead of this I have written cos theta here. All right, and similarly minus cos 90 minus theta is how much? Cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. So that's why instead of this I have written sine theta, that is sine A. All right, so when you rearrange it, you'll get sine A cos A minus sine A cos A. Both means the same, so we'll get 0 as our answer. All right, so you may pause the video to note down this as well. Okay, so let's move on to the fourth question of question number 2. So you need to evaluate this here. All right, so we need to evaluate this here, and let us look at only this part. So if you look at only this part, we need to change only one of them, because 53 and 37, the sum of these two will be how much? It will be exactly 90 degree, right? So any one of them has to be changed. So let me change the numerator itself. So this 53 can be written as 90 minus 37. Now let us have a look at this one. So here also we have got 80 and 10, and the sum of these two will be 90 degree exactly, right? So any one of them has to be changed. So let me change the numerator, and this 80 can be written as 90 minus 10, right? So we have tan 90 minus theta, and we know that tan 90 minus theta is how much? Cot theta. So this can be written as, this tan 90 minus 37 can be written as cot 37 degree, right? And cot 90 minus theta is tan theta, right? So cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. So this can be written as tan 10 degree. All right, so we have, this is cot 37 degree and this is tan 10 degree. So cot 37 and cot 37 gets cancelled, tan 10 and tan 10 gets cancelled. So this is 2 into 1, right? So we have 2 into 1 is 2 and minus 1 is minus 1 is, right? And 2 minus 1 will be equals to 1, right? So the value for this particular quantity will be equals to 1. So you may pause the video to note down. Okay, so let's have a look at this question now. So here we need to evaluate this bigger quantity. All right, so now the question is going to be a bit tricky for you, but the question is very easy. So let us evaluate this here. So let us have a look at only this part. So 77 and 13. Again, when I add them, I'll get how much? I'll get 90 degrees. So just change any one of them. So let me change the numerator. So here the 77 can be written as 90 minus 13. All right. Similarly, here also we can have cos 77 degree can be written as 90 minus 13. Now if you see here, we have got cos square 45 degree, right? So that is the square of cos 45 degree. Now do we know the value of cos 45 degree? Yes, so we know from that trigonometrical table the value of cos 45 will be 1 by root 2. Alright, so that's why let me directly put the value of cos 45 degree out here. So as I said, cos square 45 degree can be written as cos 45 degree whole square. Now let us put the values. So sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, and theta is here 13 degree. So that's why it is cos 13 degree here. Now cos 90 minus theta will be sin theta, and theta is 13 degree. So that's why it is sin 13 degree. Minus 2, and cos 45 is 1 by root 2 square, right? So cos 13 by cos 13 is 1, so 1 square will be 1. This will also be 1, so 1 square will be again 1, and square of 1 by root 2 will be 1 square will be 1, and root 2 square will be 2. So this full quantity will be how much? It is just half. So we have 1 square plus 1 square minus 2 into this whole quantity is half. Alright, so this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1. So our final answer for this particular question is going to be equal to 1. Alright, so for today we'll do only these many problems. So how many ever questions are left from question number 1 and question number 2? I'm talking about the sub numbers. I expect you to complete those by yourself and submit it to me as an assignment. All right, thank you very much.